Let me know if he come back in the game, talk.
Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, home to the Florida State Seminoles. And just listen to this crowd energy. Every Seminoles game, the war chant goes full throttle. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Florida State Seminoles. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Gators will kick this away to start us off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the back now goes in motion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Football comes out. It's a turnover. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They were in the right place at just the right time.
The fumble recovery gives the offense a great opportunity. It's 1st and goal now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Gators. Wow, that is an impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field to prove this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Weinke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward, and so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Going for a big play downfield. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
They look to throw it here on second down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Look out, he's got some space. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. What a spin move. He's in the clear now. Big gain across midfield. Tackle finally made to the 32.
Big wins like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. Where teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And the Seminoles are in the red zone. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Here comes a throw from the red zone. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get first downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
And the Noles pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was 3rd down and inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. A nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Looking to the end zone. And the ball is picked off. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Wow, what a play by this defense to come up with the interception and a big return. They almost take it to the house, but you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he didn't give up on the play and hang his head. Instead, he makes the tackle to prevent the defense from scoring.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. The throw complete to the running back underneath. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Looking to chuck it again. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Intercepted in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Quick throw complete to the tight end. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle. It's a big pickup after the catch. More importantly, holds on to the ball despite taking a huge hit.
Yeah, Chris, that's the thing that really stood out to me. I didn't think he was going to be able to hold on to that ball because of that big hit, but he does. He doesn't get the first down, but he gets big positive yards, and more importantly, I think he gains more confidence in that quarterback to throw him the ball again.
First down here for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And the completion made. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The Noles will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him with the 34. That will be a first down.
Well, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
The Seminoles moving quickly down the field here. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
And the Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down. You see more positive yards after the catch here.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Come up on 3rd down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. Here's the option play. Some hard running there through a tackle. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches. And the Noles will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going. Here we go on 4th down. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. And they'll set up for the PAT. And there's the point after. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Now folks will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. He'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And he drops back in the gun. Throws it to the right. Gets pulled in, completion on a diving catch. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
And looking to throw now on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. An explosive play. They finally grab him, but the ball moves inside the 25. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Quarterback still with the football. Runs through the defender. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Chris, I'm kind of like this defense. I knew this quarterback could run the football. I didn't know he could take it that far down the field and let alone a score.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead.
That makes the score Florida 14, Florida State 7.
Now they get set to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Second down play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a receiver wide open here. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warrick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, at Florida State.
Completion makes it 2nd down. The quarterback keeps it on the option. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Man, every single time this guy runs the option, you're kind of like holding your breath, wondering if he's going to break a tackle or get out into the open field and use his speed. He picks up some yards here, but let's see if this defense can keep putting pressure on him and not letting him get out into the open.
Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Field goal try. No good. And after the miss, still down by 7.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And the Gators offense retakes the field. A handoff to the back. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44. The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Testing the right side here. That's a nice stiff arm. Doesn't produce much. Just a small gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Third down, out of the shotgun. He's escaping the pocket now. This one is incomplete, right in the back corner of the end zone.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And he knocks that one right through. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Returner looking to make a play here. And they've got the returner corralled. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. First down. Looking to throw the football. The pass rush closing in. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Boy, good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line from the Florida Gators. And, Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Kearse, the freak, what he was able to do, and Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with. Dante Fowler, such speed off the edge. Even Derek Harvey, boy, he had an incredible year in 06 when the Gators won the national championship. And we're still seeing them dominate the line of scrimmage today.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. A bullet that is incomplete brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal, and they find the end zone this time out. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets into space at the 50. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's running out of time here. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. And remember, the last time these teams met, it came right down to the wire.
Well, Chris, there's so many great rivalry games that we all look forward to every single year. But with these two teams, it just always seems to be a tight matchup.
Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Gators. Now the important point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
That makes the score Florida 24, Florida State 7.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. He's moving out of the pocket. Now trapped behind the line. It'll be a short loss. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Throws to the tight end. Oh, the ball's knocked loose. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Florida. A fumble return for 6. That is any defender's dream. Comes up with a fumble, takes it back to the house.
I can't believe the speed that this guy has to be able to score. I thought maybe he picked it up, maybe go a few yards, but instead he took it all the way to the end zone.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
Hey, JD. Hey, check the AGS chat. Watch this.
The kickoff team on the field now is
I knew it was going to come. You know Kevin in there complaining.
That one bounces through the end zone. So
Yeah, I'm beating them 31-7. First half. Mm-hmm.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going.
Fumble? Nah, this is my screen. Thank you. First off, bro, you keep running with niggas thinking like it's like you running with your quarterback. Of course I'm gonna strip him.
Can't put the ball on the turf like that. But give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock.
And I get ball back there.
And there's the handoff.
Cristiano, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Huh? He got hurt. He hurt his back.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. There's a shot toward the end zone. And he's
Oh! Yo, Todd, I know you just seen that.
Hold on a second. The replay official.
That's not a touchdown. I was out of bounds, bro. They gave me that. I must have got that foot down.
The ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand.
I thought I was out of bounds. Shit, I ain't see the foot. I had to clip that.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Makes the catch downfield. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Florida State.
Yeah, I know, bro. You gotta get him something, bro.
Try here for the extra point.
It's only right.
PAT is good.
Nah, he had to get some. And I won't plan for the seam route. I was planning for him to do one of them little outside routes.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He tackled it at 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservative. They'll take a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. He's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Florida. It was a foot race and he won it.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in the football game.
Yeah, it's the last week of the regular season. There's only 2 games. Me and his game, and then, yeah. Yeah, it's me and his game, and then Chris and Josh Miller.
And the PAT is good as they
What you say, bro?
pull away even more.
I thought you were saying something. That's all.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. The Noles hustle to the line to run that hurry up. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line. The Seminoles starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Catch made on the right side. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And it's good. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick this away to begin the second half. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Gators offense retakes the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum, and the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. First play of the second half is a handoff.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. They'll try a pass here. The ball is caught. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
And that stiff arm will help earn him the first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Gators. And this one is getting ugly. The momentum really building now. This one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Good enough for the first down, the 37.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Off the play fake on first down. Bringing pressure. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Looking to pass here on second down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Ball carrier tackled there. And the Noles come to the line to run the hurry up. On third down, it's a handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. He's picked for a third time tonight. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away.
Brings up second down.
Important second down play coming up. Hand off to the single back. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Running out of time in the pocket. The Gators will bring their punt team onto the field. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Pressure is coming. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch does get the foot down.
Boy, that is tight man-to-man coverage, but great timing on the out route to the receiver.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. It's a quick grab. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion. The Noles will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to his target. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Going the other way, can they stop him? At the 20, at the 10. Touchdown, Florida. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And the interception taken to the house, a pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT is good as they build on this big lead.
That makes the score Florida 59, Florida State 17.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Set to kick off.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. Moves the ball up to the 30.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
I'll be looking forward to it, Chris.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. A pre-snap motion from the offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. And just
Is this finna be the concede? Yes, it is. Yeah, he quit. Playoffs be good.